Well, hello everyone, I'm Shaurya. If you're new here, I secured on the rank 39 in CLAT 2025 and now I'm sharing on this channel a lot of tips, tricks, hacks if you want to call them, that helped me during my time preparing for CLAT and hopefully they'll help you as well now. Uh, this particular video series is about each individual section of CLAT, going into the details of each individual section of CLAT. Um, the things I did during my own preparation that helped me, and all of those things in this entire series. And this particular video is about the current affairs section of CLAT. Technically, in the actual order of the paper, before current affairs, the English section comes. However, I'll be very honest, the English section of CLAT doesn't deserve as much weightage or as much importance or as much preparation as the other sections of CLAT do. Uh, Especially if you're already from an English medium school, you don't really need that. I will still give you some tips about the English section of CLAT. However, I'll cover that in a different video where I'll discuss some unique or wacky tricks that helped me personally that I haven't seen on YouTube anywhere else. And so if you're worried about English, you can watch that video when that comes. But I decided to directly skip to the current affairs section because it is the section that terrifies aspirants the most. Aside from the maths section, that is, uh, these two sections, they terrify a CLAT aspirant the most. And coincidentally, these two sections are the make and break sections of CLAT, because people tend to score relatively the same score in the other three sections, that is the English section and two reasoning sections. However, these two sections are the ones where if you get a really high score, chances are that you'll get into a good college. And if you get a really low score, chances are you won't get a decent college. Because this is the most volatile section of CLAT. Uh, this and maths, these two are the sections you should be scared of the most. Not really scared of, but you should prepare for the most. And therefore, I think this deserves some weightage, some importance, and especially because it often feels like जितना तुम effort डाल रहे हो current affairs के लिए, it feels like it isn't getting reciprocated or it isn't going to be worth it because you have to read 200 pages worth of compendiums every single month. That's 1200 pages over the course of your preparation. And उनमें से maximum 5 topics आते हैं. So that's naturally not really, you know, that's not worth it. Because इतने सारे टॉपिक्स कर रहे हो, 500-600 टॉपिक्स कर रहे हो, उनमें से 5 आएंगे. Of course, that's not worth it. It sounds not worth it, and it is not worth it. But it is the only thing we can do. That this is the pattern of CLAT. We have to follow this. So in this video, I'll discuss the current affairs section of CLAT. I'll discuss 5 or 6 talking points, key talking points about just general tips regarding this section that I used in my preparation that hopefully they'll help you as well. Firstly, compendiums. How do you handle compendiums? Well, compendiums, I would say you should start reading as soon as you can because even if you begin preparing right now, you already have 2 months' worth of backlog already that you need to work on. That is December and January's backlog. So read compendiums as soon as you can. However, कैसे करना है or how exactly you need to read compendiums, I would say people tend to uh, worry about that way too much, in the sense that I didn't really do a lot of stuff regarding current affairs or compendiums in specific. uh, I just read a compendium when it came out, and then I reread all of those compendiums in the month of November. That's it. I didn't really make notes. I didn't revise a lot. I just read the compendium when it came out, and then November aate aate, I reread each compendium once, and that was it. That was genuinely it, and that is all you have to do because, like I said, CLAT में इतने सारे topics नहीं आते हैं, 5 ही topics आते हैं ना. You can't expect that you give appropriate weightage to every single topic. You have to understand कि यार इतना बड़ा breadth है content का. You have you can't dedicate so much time to every single topic. हाँ, इतना dedicate करना है कि वहाँ एग्जाम में ना भूल जाओ. I discussed this in a past video as well कि इतना भी shallow मत होना कि uh, you forget what you learned during the exam. लेकिन इतना भी depth में नहीं जाना है कि you skipped a topic entirely and then अगर by chance वो topic exam में आ गया, you're screwed. And therefore you have to make a balance of both of those things, of depth as well as breadth. And you'll get that balance eventually on your own as well once you start preparing for this section. It'll come with time. So regarding the how part, how do you read compendiums? I mean, for me, I just really didn't have to do a lot. मुझे तो एक बार read करके and then एक बार reread करके, that was plenty enough for me. हाँ, ये है कि don't worry about every single line of the compendium. You have to skip things because इतना सारा चीज content है. You have to skip entire stories and you have to skip lines within that specific story as well. Don't fret about every single line of the compendium. Don't try to memorize the compendium because memorization करने की कोई ज़रूरत नहीं है. I'm trying to make this very clear. CLAT isn't a memory-based exam. It is an application-based exam. The other sections application या reasoning based होते हैं. Even this जो knowledge based है, current affairs है. Even in this, you don't have to fill in the blanks for a question. You have to identify the right option from 4 options. And therefore, इतना भी ज़्यादा याद नहीं करना है कि you can recall it on your own. You just have to recognize it in 4 options. And it is always going to be harder to recall something than to recognize it. And I'm sure you noticed this in class as well कि अगर तुम्हें कोई बंदा 4 options देते किसी चीज़ को आंसर करने के लिए, it's far easier than having to recall it on your own because you just have to identify the right answer there. And you can also use other tricks like elimination करके बता सकते हो. या you get my point, right? You don't have to memorize each individual line of the compendium. Not at all. That is the first point. Now, regarding static GK, because the CLAT section isn't titled just current affairs, it is titled current affairs including general knowledge, and a lot of people forget that including general knowledge part. What that means is you have to know the basics of what's called static GK. Static GK is basically the GK that doesn't change, in the sense कि history हो गया, geography, economics, political science, the natural sciences, all those things, the basics of those. So regarding this, I would say rather than picking up a dedicated GK ka book, which is far too detailed. I mean, I tried Lucent's GK. It is far too detailed. इतना तुम्हें भी नहीं चाहिए because you're not preparing for the civil services exam. You don't need that much detail in CLAT level का current affairs and general knowledge. So instead, for CLAT level exams, I'd suggest कि class 12th की, note कि I said class 12th, not class 10th. Class 12th की NCERT for history, that is themes in Indian history 1, 2 and 3. Because 10th तक की history का problem क्या है कि it isn't compiled into 1 year's book. वो तुम्हें पूरा जो पढ़ाया गया है अब तक का, उसका तुम्हें हर एक क्लास का देखना पड़ेगा. In class 12th, what I've learned in school is कि हमें starting से from the Indus Valley Civilization till independence सब कुछ एक ही साल में पढ़ाया गया है. The first book is for ancient Indian history, the second is for the medieval period, and the third is for the modern period. ऐसे में पूरे Indian history को starting से लेके end तक पढ़ाया गया है. And so it is far easier to navigate for you rather than having to go through separate classes के books. And therefore, I think, yeah, you should choose a class 12 history NCERT textbook that is the themes in Indian history. You can find these on the official NCERT website for free, the PDFs for free. And even the physical copies aren't that expensive. So just start reading these as well, these 3 books. They'll cover pretty much everything you need to know about static GK. उसके अलावा जो static GK आएगा, you'll read that in the compendiums themselves because compendiums do contain a bit of static GK in them as well, if they're at least of good quality. They do contain static GK within them as well that is related to the current affairs that they're talking about, and therefore those paired with this class 12th history is more than enough for the current affairs and static GK that comes in CLAT. थोड़ा सा basics of geography वगैरह भी जानना, it won't harm you by any means, but I've noticed CLAT tends to focus far more on history then it focuses on geography, economics, political science, or even the natural sciences. Like for the past 2 years, history से ही आया है, जो भी strategy के क्लाट में आया है, history से ही आया है. This year it was the civil disobedience movement, and the year before that it was the Jallianwala Bagh massacre. तो ये दोनों history की ही चीजें हैं, and even in that they're both of Indian history. And it is for this reason that I suggested 12th की history, because 11th में तुम्हें world history पढ़ाई जाती है and 10th में तुम्हें दोनों पढ़ाई जाती है. You'll have to pick and choose and it gets really messy. And therefore, class 12th history NCERT, start reading. Then what about the newspaper? Do you have to read the newspaper? No. And I would highly discourage reading the newspaper unless you have to improve your reading speed as well. Because in a way, it's just a really inefficient compendium. That's all a newspaper is. It's a really inefficient compendium. Because हर रोज कुछ इंपॉर्टेंट चीजें तो नहीं आने वाली हैं. आएंगी भी तो मैक्सिमम एक बड़ी इंपॉर्टेंट न्यूज स्टोरी होगी पर डे. And for that, you're wasting 30-40 minutes reading the entire newspaper, only for one story. Of course, that's not really efficient when you can just read a compendium and हर एक चीज जो तुम पढ़ोगे compendium में important होगी. Not, not 100% important. Some things will be more important than others, but they will all be more important than whatever you read in the newspaper, except for 1-2 stories. So I would say don't read newspapers at all, unless again you need to improve your reading speed as well, and then there's a secondary benefit to reading the newspaper. But अगर तुम बस करंट अफेयर्स के लिए पढ़ना चाहते हो, don't. You will be wasting your time. Okay. Then regarding one-liners के लिए क्या करना है? I'll be very frank, I didn't study for one-liners at all. मैं even compendiums में one-liners skip कर देता था, because it's just not worth it. इतनी सारी चीजें तुम्हें rectify करनी होंगी. It just didn't seem worth it to me, and therefore I didn't really bother studying for one-liners at all. That did turn out in my favor. It didn't harm me not studying one-liners. However, I would highly discourage that. Don't take such a high risk that I did. So what should you do for one-liners? I mean, as I said, I didn't do anything myself, but if I were to do something, what I would do is rectify. There isn't any trick to it. Just rectify करना पड़ेगा, because one-liners का format ही ऐसा है कि it assesses your memory, and memory के लिए rectify ही करना पड़ेगा. There is nothing you can do about that. हाँ, there are things you can do that make that process easier. जैसे flashcards हो गए, mnemonics हो गए, but those are all specifically memory की चीजें, not one-liners की चीजें. And therefore, you'll have to just get those in your memory by reading, rereading, using flashcards, using mnemonics and all those things. It sucks. I know, it sucks. लेकिन studying does suck. You can't do anything about that. It's unfortunate, but क्या करें? And lastly, do you have to make notes for current affairs? I personally didn't make notes because I didn't feel the need to. Because again, this isn't a memory-based exam. CLAT isn't. बाकी exams are. OLEDs are memory-based. लेकिन CLAT isn't memory-based, and therefore I didn't see the purpose in making notes, because again, options में तुम्हें सही आंसर दिया हुआ होगा ही. You just have to recognize it. It isn't कि तुम्हें recall करना पड़ रहा है. So what's the use of making notes? So I personally didn't make notes. One of the reasons people make notes is that then afterwards they won't have to read the original content again, and they can just rely on the notes and save time. But to that I ask कि भाई current affairs जैसी चीजों में where things can come, where questions can come from anywhere in the content, I think it's actually in your best interest to read things that are broader, that are the original content rather than your specific notes, because कहीं से भी कुछ भी आ सकता है. क्या पता तुमने जो नहीं लिखा है नोट्स में वो आ गया. You can't be sure of that, and therefore I reread every single compendium word for word during the month of November. And if you rely on notes, you will be skipping a lot of things जो कि आ सकते हैं एग्जाम में, and therefore I wouldn't suggest making notes, and I would rather suggest rely on the original content itself, which is far more detailed. हाँ, एक चीज़ है कि अगर तुम्हें लगता है या फिर तुम्हारा ऐसा है कि तुम्हें याद ही नहीं होता है unless you start writing things down. अगर तुम्हें पढ़ के याद नहीं होता है, तुम्हें लिख के याद होता है, then yes, for that notes बना लो. But even for that, I would say notes मत बनाओ. What you should do is Just take this. This is a LCD writing tablet. Write things in it, erase, rewrite. That's all. You don't have to make dedicated notes on pen and paper. ऐसे लिखो, erase करो, again लिखो, उसी से याद हो जाएगा. So all in all, I don't think you need to make notes, but still, तुम्हारे personal dynamics will decide तुम्हें क्या करना है, क्या नहीं करना है. I don't know you. I don't know तुम्हारी preparation कैसे जा रही है. You'll have to take all of this information and information from other YouTubers as well, and then decide for yourself तुम्हारे लिए best क्या है. So that's all from my side. If you found this video helpful, please consider subscribing to the channel and pressing the bell icon as well. If you still have any more questions left, please put them in the comments below. I'll answer them either in the comments themselves, or if I think they deserve a separate video of their own, I'll make a separate video for them as well. And that's all from my side. Bye bye.